Hey guys, my name's Sephton. I'm a personal mentor to entrepreneurs, and I host a radio show called Talk Business on Radio Plus Coventry. And I'm also the author of a personal development book called Inside Job. Now, I'm doing this video on behalf of Hannah Gilbert as part of the tribe of the Gilbhub TV. And so I had the honour of having Hannah on my radio show. And me and Hannah said, you know what, it would be great if we could do content for each other and put out a video that would be great for our own tribes and our own community. And so with that in mind, it's just great just to have this opportunity to talk with you. And I wanted to share with you 5 tips for building an entrepreneurial mindset. You know, because the idea of entrepreneurship for me is creating an idea, breathing life into it, giving it a heartbeat, giving it legs that enable it to then create something in reality and provide a solution to a problem. And that's very much my first point. Look for a problem and be the solution. People always say to me, Mark, you know, what makes a great business? Well, a great business is made up of finding a solution that affects 1 million people. The more people that suffer with this problem, the greater the opportunity and the more scalable your business product or service or idea will be. So what I want you to do is I really want you to think about some problems that affect 1 million people and see whether you can be the solution to this problem. And that's very much the first kind of tip for building that entrepreneurial mindset. We've got to be the solution to a problem. We've got to cultivate, you know, a plan or an idea or a philosophy or a product or service that really just enables us to provide a solution to a problem. The second point really is to help people get what they want. I think it was Zig Ziglar that talked about, you know, if you help enough people get what they want, you'll always get what you want. But it's this mindset of how can I serve? How can I help? How can I encourage somebody else? How can I provide an opportunity? How can I connect and how can I relate to somebody else? You know, and if we've got a heart to serve other people, I promise you'll never be short of friends and you'll be never short of influence or connections or relationships. Because people that genuinely help people for the right reasons will always be rich and will always be the go-to person because you know that you can rely on them. So that's number 2. Help people get what they want. Number 3 is surround yourself with creative people. The great thing about creative people, and one of the key attributes with Hannah, is the fact that she is super creative, that she has an idea, that she's able to cultivate that through words, but not just through words, but through action. And when we surround ourselves with creative ideas, it enables and it challenges us to be creative ourselves. We must continue to evolve and we must continue to reinvent ourselves. That's why it's so paramount that if we want to develop that entrepreneurial mindset, we must surround ourselves with creative people because they excite us, they keep building things. I'm constantly telling entrepreneurs to stop buying and stop consuming and start building and start creating. And you will build lots of things and you will create lots of things being in an environment of creativity. So that's the third point, surround yourself with creative people. My fourth point is to have a personal growth plan. For me, if I'm dedicated to my own personal growth, that is when life gets exciting because I know that if I'm constantly investing in me, that if I'm constantly pouring into me, that I'm reading, that I'm listening, that I'm educating myself, that I'm exposing myself to new opportunities, new environments, it will develop me. And if we want to grow, we have to be intentional. We have to schedule time to read and to listen and to go to seminars and to put ourselves in situations that we haven't been before so that we can really flex our growth muscle. But if you really want to develop that entrepreneurial mindset, you've got to be dedicated. You've got to find a mentor, a coach, a success buddy, somebody who can challenge you, who can hold you accountable, who can encourage you, because sometimes as an entrepreneur it can be lonely and sometimes we need somebody who can look out for us and who can play devil's advocate, who can be our cheerleader, who can be our advocate, who can really challenge us. So that's number 4, have a personal growth plan. The 5th one is really a reality and a revelation of re-understanding that business is all about relationships. We must pride ourselves in investing with relationships. the greatest compliment you can give a human being is to listen to them. So at networking, when you're communicating with people, when you're with your customer, listen to what they are saying. Too many businesses are so keen to put their accomplishments, what they've achieved, all the good stuff, all the kudos that they've been given, but it doesn't benefit the customer, it doesn't benefit the consumer. They want to know what you can do for them, which will impact on their life, impact on their business. And so we must remember that business is about relationship. We must develop that mindset that we invest and that we take time to build relationships, genuine, honest, vulnerable relationships. These are 5 entrepreneurial mindsets which you need to adapt, which you need to develop. So just to recap, number 1, look for problems and be the solution. Find a problem that affects 1 billion people and make a solution, and you will be not just rich in monetary value, you'll be rich in terms of kudos and influence. Number 2, help people get what they want. Number 3, surround yourself with creative people. We need to have that creativity to stimulate our mind, to get us out of our comfort zone, to keep us moving forward. 4th point, have a personal growth plan. And 5, business is all about relationships. If you like what I've said, I'm massive on social media in terms of Twitter and LinkedIn. They're the 2 platforms where you'll find me. My Twitter handle is @SephtonMark, so it's my name spelt backwards. You can also check out my blog, marksephton.com. And there I've got my website, I've got links to articles that I wrote for Entrepreneur magazine. My show Talk Business is every Wednesday from 4 till 6 British Standard Time. You can listen to that via the web, via radioplus.org.uk. It's also on Periscope. I like to get people, to watch and listen into the people that I'm interviewing as well. And what we're going to do is Hannah's actually going to be producing a video for me as well. So make sure you check out my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/MarkJamSefton. And I would love to interact with you. And I just want to wish you all the very best, guys. And thank you, Hannah, for this awesome opportunity.